All right, and thank you for tuning in to ESQ-Astro Sauce. I am the host, ESQ, and today we are going to do our daily collector spread. I do ask that y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Trying to get into the algorithm, as they say, I need more followers to go live. And that's where I'd like to do most of my astrology and or numerology sessions, just because I can kind of freestyle it. With the videos, you kind of got to prepare, and if I prepare a little material before I go live, it just works better for me to do things in real time. So appreciate y'all tuning in. Again, we do a Egyptian pyramid spread here. We also use the Egyptian tarot and the gods of Egypt to clarify, as well as qualify the reading. So excuse me, we are getting in to Mercury retrograde. So if you hear me having some verbal flubs and things of that nature, just know Mercury retrograde starts on June 28th. And right now, here on the day of the 16th, which is happy birthday to Tupac, we are, oh wow, we are in um, a particular state of getting ready to cross over into Cancer. Again, we're in pre retrograde shadow, so a lot of things can start to bring in the miscommunications, bring in the old friends or the old people that we used to deal with. This Mercury retrograde is happening in Cancer, so it's really going to give an emotional dynamic. It can be tied to mother, home, female individuals when you talk about nurturing, things that have to do with your locality as far as where you live, things going on around the home. So, again, with communication flubs coming in, things with short travel being interrupted, or new routes need to be taken because they're working on this road, or again, things with spontaneous opportunities can also pop up to a Mercury retrograde. So again, if it's not planned, don't plan it, and if you can, leave your schedule open. It'll create room for some of that last minute magic. Okay. We call in mind, body, and spirit with the first body and card. We are coming out with the lovers in reverse. Okay. And that lovers in reverse is basically telling us again, some type of choice is either being reversed or needs to be made. Or maybe somebody has made the wrong choice and now they're going to have to flip that around. Okay. Next card coming out is the Tower card. Yep. So this is definitely something with a relationship. I would say it's either coming to an end or it's coming to some type of point of, again, we got to choose what's right, because if we don't, if we are making the wrong choice, then it's actually, excuse me, going to keep, continue to turn into this tower. Next card coming out is the Fool upright. And that tower is going to send somebody on a new journey, I believe. This may be a freeing of a situation, reversing your choice based upon new opportunities that may appear or new things that come out that, again, you were not aware of when it comes to this relationship or these two people that you had to choose from. Again, making the wrong choice is definitely causing a tower and starting a new journey, which I think would be a solo journey, and getting out of the relationship and not dealing with either party. If there are two parties, there may just be a relationship where you've been dealing with one person and it's just not working anymore. Next card out is the Moon card. Yep, and that's because secrets are going to come out. Okay, and some of them you may not find out until after the fact. Um, but the main thing is there are secrets, there are things in the dark that you can't see, and every other card in the reading is upright except that Lover's card coming out first in the reverse. So definitely, I think some things will either be exposed or things will be hidden to be exposed later. Next card out. Yep, the Hermit card in reverse. Okay. So Hermit in reverse is definitely saying somebody's getting back out there. I would say it's definitely based upon this choice. Um, Clarifying the lovers in reverse and the Tower card. With the lovers being in reverse, the Hermit being in reverse, this may be somebody that, separates from this situation and goes into a real recluse or a real type of sabbatical and just gets away from everything. Next card out is the wheel in reverse, the wheel of fortune. So this definitely will be reversing somebody's fortunes. Okay, somebody actually may be in a situation where they're down on their fortunes dealing in this relationship, and it just may be time to look at things in a different fashion so that you can either turn it around or separate yourself and free yourself so that you can get back on top of getting your fortunes in the right direction. Okay. Next card coming out is the temperance card. And that's what's going to help you get tempered. It's temperance upright too. So that's what's going to help you temper yourself and actually make that turn. Because again, we started out this row in the reverse, we're ending it in the upright. So a complete turnaround. And again, these these two reversal energies in the second row are confirming a reversal in the first row, and then a not so pleasant tower as well as the Fool card being clarified by that wheel in reverse, but also with the temperance. Again, these are the cards coming out the upright, and this is where a turnaround may need to take place or is taking place based upon, again, Uranus and Gemini, the Lover's card, forcing changes when it comes to, depending on where it's at in your chart, it could force changes at work, it could force changes in your seventh house of business partnerships, of relationships. So again, this can be some pretty heavy energy. Okay, it could even be again a work situation where things just aren't playing out, or you're not chose for the position, and this sends you in a different direction of choosing to maybe go ahead and find another job, or maybe you had something that they didn't know and then you leave, and now so next card coming out is the Devil upright. Okay, so this is the second day the Devil upright is coming out. So I would definitely say something toxic is either being reviewed, released, or affecting these things here, being that it's clarifying the Hermit in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. So something toxic is affecting particular things. Can be. We'll see what the rest of the cards say. But I think it's based upon a choice that one is making to deal with the individual that may not be for their best interest when it comes to either a boss that's just not going to give you that promotion based upon how they look at you and how they see you. No matter how you present yourself, they just don't like you. Okay. Or this is a relationship where, again, a choice has to be made based upon information that's coming out, and we have to basically get ourselves back out there so that we can change our fortunes around and get back on balanced ground and be tempered. Again, this may involve some type of toxicity, some type of bondage, some type of addiction. Again, the higher authority is the devil here with this card, and he's basically having judgment or power over these two. So again, that judgment could be coming from a higher up, that boss. And again, when we're always in a place of subservience and we have that hierarchy to answer to, that can also represent that. Okay. Next card coming out is a Star card upright. Yep. So, yeah, I would say this is somebody definitely getting back out. It's been saying that, but again, this is a person who can start a new journey, end up in a temperate place, but then again work his way up to the star. All these cards are on the upright, and it could be again something that you're not seeing or something that's hidden that's eventually going to come out and show you exactly the decision that you need to reverse or the decision that you need to make to cause this tower so that everything else falls into place. Last card coming out for the top, the Hangman upright. Yep. So this is ultimately going to put you in a place of contention, being content with the situation, but you'll steadily be working and moving towards balancing it based upon the Temperance card being there as well. Again, another day where we have a dominant upright reading. We do have a few reversals in the reading, which I think is always good because it's showing us where we need to turn things around or where things are turning around. So things could be turning around in a relationship to cause a tower and again set you back on the path of the Fool. Information comes about or things come out of the dark. So now that you're wise and now you're coming back out, reversing your fortunes, getting back on solid ground to be tempered, releasing addictions or facing addictions, or again, not allowing hierarchy or higher ups to have the last judgment or say so, because you know you are the star. So again, as long as you stick to your guns and your star power, the hangman is actually a good card there. It doesn't mean you're stuck. It just means you sticking to your guns and you're going to get the results that you want. If you look at the direction that the god is pointing the arrow down to on the lover's card to the one individual, if you follow that path, it leads you all the way up to the hangman. So again, this may be a reversal of choice or a decision to reverse something that you thought would work, and you just have to make that decision to move on. At the bottom of the deck, we have justice in the upright. Okay. So I can't make this stuff up. I mean, again, justice been coming out in the upright and in the reverse the last week. But today it comes out in the upright with the dominant upright reading. So yeah, justice is coming in for somebody once they make that choice. It's definitely one of those harder choices if it's a job, because that's definitely dealing with the aspect of how you take care of yourself. But even in a relationship, it can be hard if you actually love this person. And I can see that there is some deep love here if this is pertaining to a relationship. But again, sometimes in a relationship, love isn't enough, especially when, again, we're being put under other duress when it comes to like finances. Sometimes love doesn't give you enough when you actually need money to come in and play an active part in this relationship, and how we can actually balance ground and be, in a tempered space to really enjoy our love, and not always be in the downsides of love, which are, the arguments, the disagreements, the imbalances financially, the imbalances emotionally, spiritually. And again, we have to recognize those deficits, because sometimes people will be in a relationship where they'll complain about things in one sector, but not realizing how they're lacking in another sector that's affecting that other person. Okay. So yeah, you may have all the money and be taking care of everything financially, but if I'm the only one doing spiritual work and can only understand and explain things based upon my understanding spiritually, again, and you lack in that area, or you don't care to know or exercise in that area, that's, again, to me, that's a balance. Yeah, you take care of things financially, but spiritually, this person is keeping you on point so you can even do that, because again, everything starts in the spiritual. The unseen was before the seen. So as long as we keep our minds in the right space of how the old world operate, not this new world where everything is so snappy, convenient, and quick, and then fuck that. Slow down, learn, apply. That's the methodology of my old school teaching. And things are just moving too fast nowadays for people to really learn things in a true nature, depending on your learning speed and how you learn, but then to apply it. That's where I see just a lot of other stuff when it comes to people not applying things that they're picking up, but not doing the actual process of learning. That's why when I take my students through an astrology course, it's at least for 90 days so that you actually see the progressions in the sky live. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason why we take our time when learning certain things. My real astrology course is for a year so that you can really see how we move when it comes to observing the sky in real time and being ahead of things by knowing what conjunctions are coming, what alignments are coming, what transits are coming, because these things are important when you start to get to the exact science and calculating things. Okay. So I'm going to do one more cut, and then we'll go ahead and clarify with the gods of Egypt. I think they're going to have something good to say. I think somebody's, in a place again of getting some justice from the universe. The universe is seeing what's going on, some shit you may not see going on, but the universe about to correct all the BS that's happening that you don't see is about to come in the form of good karma for you if you've been sitting in that place of, again, being played on, being talked behind your back by the higher ups or, other people. or just being shown in the wrong light based upon, again, somebody not really liking you, or uh, again, feeling your vibe. Card coming out with the gods of Egypt, yep, is Passion in reverse. And this card has come out multiple times. This is a thick deck. So for that card to come out again within the last week, in the reverse, I would say that we definitely have to exercise compassion over passion. And in this situation, there may be a process of compassionate detachment. No hard feelings. We did the best we could for each other. And again, that's going to serve justice, I believe, for you. But again, we can't get too passionate about things. We have to be more compassionate. And being compassionate is, again, involving the heart. Again, realizing that that's the medium between your brain and your gut. And again, if your gut tells you something and your heart mediates to tell your brain to, then you got to do it. So I would definitely say, move through the week with compassion, especially towards people that may be under stress, under duress. There's a lot going on in the atmosphere right now. People have been losing jobs. People have been, being robbed or scammed out here. So, you never know what people are actually going through when it comes to just things like that. But then also family things or personal things, dates that come around, birthdays, Father Day that just passed, uh, you know, these dates affect people, they everybody has their rhyme and reason for why these things affect them, and you can't be in a place to jar or spark their energy in the wrong way, or you'll get the worst of them. So we just want to be mindful of being compassionate, letting people speak, uh, and actually listening, not only to respond, but to actually give some antidote. We have to start being in a place of healing each other as cancer season comes in, because that's what cancer is about. That's what mother is about. She wants everybody to be okay. And sometimes that's why mother can work herself to the bone, because she's the one who keeps everything in order. And again, if we get into etymology and words, matrix is another word for mother. So mother is, she's the number, she's keeping things in order, and that's all the matrix was created for, was to keep things in a particular order. The thing is we have people doing things out of order, which is a counter to the actual order. So again, there are two forces of the same nature just working against each other. Okay. So, bottom of the deck, we are coming up with the wholeness card, the Thoth card. Okay. So, yeah, whoever I'm talking to, you could be a writer, you could be in acting, you could be in, any types of arts that deal with writing. That's what the Thoth card represents. And again, I believe exercising compassion instead of being in a passionate place and being so riled up about things. Come with passion, come with calmness. And it's definitely going to lead you to some wholeness. It's going to lead you to finding some new things that are going to bring things full circle for you. And that's when you're going to be able to shine your light the best. The main thing is that a choice definitely has to be made. And I think it's a choice that's going to be forced. I don't think it's going to be something that's going to come easy, because it looks like even with this in the reverse and the devil card coming up in that angle, it could be something, again, that's an illusion that you've been just refusing to let go. And this is the time where you can't continue to feed the illusion, because something's about to fall. And I believe, whoever this is, if it's a relationship or a job, you'll be moving on. If you do stick around, it's because you're addicted to toxicity. And again, this could be blocking your star power, which is keeping you in a hangman and stuck position. Which again is giving the other person justice or justification for their bullshit. If you stay there and tolerate it, what do you really have to complain about? You can't, because you're the one staying in that position. And this is truly saying that you're about to have some opportunity or something coming that's going to shake shit up for you to get out of that situation. you know. But again, we got to be compassionate, and we may have to exercise compassionate detachment to actually get what we want when it comes to getting justice for ourselves. Okay. So let me know how y'all resonate with the reading in the comments. Like the video if you resonated. Share the video if you resonated. Even if you didn't resonate, share the video. And then subscribe to the channel. Let people know that ESQ-Astro is the truth. Everything done live on camera as far as my shuffles, explanations. Don't go too deep because I don't want my videos too long. But I do a short every day that you'll find in my community section. And it's just an overview of the reading in case you just want to look at the cards after the read and kind of get your own interpretation or deeper meanings that may be there for you based upon your understanding. Okay. So I'm ESQ Astro, and ESQ Astro Sauce is out for the day. Peace.